So coming back to the issues that people have, say with food, do you think that if you have suffered one of these diseases, do you think you always live with that? And do you then have to control the disease for the rest of your life rather than control the food?
My personal experience is that I think that the idea that you never conquer an eating disorder is one of the most all-pervading myths, because what never goes away is the reason you had the eating disorder. That's a part of your personality, and that's what you have to deal with on a daily basis. But eating disorders are a coping mechanism, and of course you can overcome them. And I think within the medical community and also within the media, we're constantly told you will relapse, you will relapse. Every day will be a struggle. That's not necessarily true, and I think that more stories need to be put out there of people like myself. I don't think I'm in recovery, I think I'm recovered.
Because you had, what issues did you have?
I had bulimia for 8 years, and I was hospitalised twice during that time.
So when you were, because it's interesting, because a bulimic isn't necessarily a skinny person.
Absolutely not, no.
So why were you hospitalised?
Dehydration.
Right.
Yeah.
Was that from purging?
Yes, yeah. And, you know, to look at me, you probably would have thought there's something not quite right with her, but you definitely wouldn't have gone, she's bulimic, you know. I was technically within a healthy BMI, and, you know, just desperately unhappy. And it did define me for those years. But now when I think back to it, it's like it happened to a very close friend that I don't see anymore.
Did you, how old were you during those 8 years?
So it was from, I recovered when I was 26.
So all your years in uni?
Yes, yeah.
So the time when you could have applied your brain to your studies or to a great, healthy social life, you were worried on a daily basis about your body?
Yeah.
All day, every day?
It absolutely consumed every thought. And I always say this, if I showed you a picture of my class back in sixth form college and said to you, point to the person that you think is going to get an eating disorder, I would have been the last person you would ever have pointed to. It made me realise it can happen to anyone. People who get eating disorders, they're not vain, they're not stupid, they're not vacuous. You know, I was one of the brightest people in my class. I thought I was going to be the next Prime Minister.
You really still could be.
I still could be, yeah.
I don't know what skeletons you've got in your closet, but you still could be.
Yeah, I don't know which party I'd align myself with. That's the only problem with that.
You could start your own party.
I could. Body Gossip Politics.
It would be very good, actually.
Polygossip.
About time. That's good. I like that.